Hey there, welcome to this episode of RNR and Rick and Ryan.
I'm Rick.
I'm Rick.
I'm Ryan.
And this is our review of John Wick 3. We just got out of the theater and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And then we'll transition into some other things. Really don't have a whole lot to say about John Wick. It was a John Wick film. A lot of gratuitous violence and fight scenes, and
yeah,
evidently there's going to be another one.
Yeah,
they definitely left it open for a fourth one. I can't say it was a bad movie. Definitely nothing exceptional.
You did not need your brain for this movie.
No,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
fun. Popcorn summer movie. Not going to win any awards, but damn, was it just entertaining as shit.
Yeah.
After all that being saying, that means you good. 7 out of 10. I think it's great. Moving on.
All right.
Game of Thrones. Season 8.
Have you signed the petition to have it redone?
No.
Okay.
There's no point. It won't be done.
I know.
And honestly, I'm not even that upset about what's going on this season, even though everything that came before it's meaningless. It just is what it is. The show is what it is.
Yeah.
The final episode is tonight. And from what happened last week, we need about 3 or 4 more episodes to really go through it. But for some reason, they decided to do that there and then, and here we are at the last episode.
And it's not that long of an episode either, right?
Nah, it's like an hour and 20 minutes. And these things have been going so fast, it's ridiculous.
It's like they almost put a season of material into one episode.
They really did. We really need another season just to unfold everything that's happened. But we get an hour. I think the real problem with this season and last season is, for some reason, they thought 7 and 6 episodes was enough. After everything that's happened, we need 2 or 3 more seasons just to fix what they've done.
Like last season, I think it wasn't that bad.
Last season was pretty good. There was a lot of fast travel, but I can ignore that.
Yeah. Now this season, they're really stuffing it in.
Yeah. It's disappointing for such a great show to end on such a bad note. Like I said, it is what it is. I'm not signing a petition. It is whatever it's going to be, and that's fine. This also makes Breaking Bad the best show of all time. Game of Thrones just took a step back.
Yeah.
However, this just means when the books come out, we'll read them. Maybe that's their whole point. Maybe we should read more. Maybe this is a thing with society. We should just read more books and watch less TV.
Yeah.
Maybe they're still challenging us. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, I'll chalk it up to that. I'm good with that. With this season, I just feel like they're closing a lot of chapters on things that
we weren't exactly done yet.
Yeah. It's just like the story of different things are ending abruptly.
Yeah.
And there's no... I don't know, it's like, we just spent the last decade getting to this point. Boom, it's over with.
Yeah. Well, people have trouble saying goodbye, especially with things they love.
Yeah.
It's part of the grieving process, allegedly.
Mm.
So, I would... Like I said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
They're not going to remake it.
Maybe tonight they'll be able to redeem things.
It's going to be tough. There's a lot of characters. I think they're just not going to be able to
wrap anything up with them.
No, it's like I don't believe the Sansa Stark arc should be done, but I don't know where she's going to fit in tonight.
Unless they go back to Winterfell.
I don't know how. Unless, everybody dies. Like, hey, Sansa, you want to be queen? She's like, sure, why not? And then we go.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. I believe that Samwell Tarly's story is done. I don't think we're going to see him again.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Unless they do like a... Meanwhile...
Yeah.
It's
like, I've been banging Gilly.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do up there. I don't know. I think like Tyrion has fallen off a cliff. His character is just gone to shit. I still maintain that I don't mind what they're doing this season, even though I'm just shitting all over it. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. They've done some interesting things this season.
All right. For instance, what would you say the main thing that has happened so far this season that you're just like, why?
Well, first of all, I maintain first and foremost they needed 20 final episodes instead of 13. That's my first thing I'm going to say from beginning to end. But it's just like not that I needed Reek. What's Reek's name? Theon. Like him rescuing his sister, I really felt like that should have been like more than what it was. Maybe Theon killing Euron would have been more poetic than what happened. Like, oh yeah, we got to kill Euron real quick. Hey, Jaime, have a quick battle with him. Like, that's stupid. Or the sister. What's the sister's name? Yara.
Yeah.
Maybe Yara should have killed Euron. But it's like, we got to kill Euron Greyjoy here. Jaime Lannister, go ahead. Or, I don't believe that Arya needed to kill... Oh, spoilers. I don't feel like Arya necessarily had to be the one to kill Cersei, but it sure would have been nice.
Yeah.
Though, Cersei became almost a sympathetic character at the end of the episode where, it's just... Maybe that's just good acting. I don't know. I mean, I can name off 1,000 things right now that it's like, oh, that's an interesting direction. What about you?
I'm pretty much right there with you on everything said. And it just kind of goes back to the whole... They're trying to wrap shit up that... They're wrapping things up in a way that just doesn't do the characters justice. And they're just kind of... They're kind of phoning it in. Like the people that are making the show, and they just don't really care much anymore, or they don't know how to bring it to an end, right? In a correct way.
Well, yeah, it's like, you're trying to write a story in high school, but you can only keep it to 10 pages. So you'll build up the first 9 pages like, oh shit, I got to end it real quick. Like, oh, and everyone died.
Yeah, that's good job. That's great. That's exactly what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew who determined that these seasons had to be the last 2. Were the actors becoming too... Was it... I have to imagine the show was becoming way too expensive to produce, but they're making money. Making money. Yeah, there are a lot of... there's been so many narrative issues. I don't mind Jaime Lannister going back to King's Landing to save his sister. I thought it was actually kind of within his character to save her.
Yeah, I mean,
because I thought he would go and give her either a mercy death or help her escape, and that's kind of within his character arc. people are mad about that. They're mad about a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I totally would see him going back to her. I mean, he's loved her since he was a child. Since they were kids together,
Yeah.
and why would he abandon her?
No.
So yeah, that's totally acceptable. But for the fact that they had the Red Keep collapse on their heads as they're trying to escape, presumably being dead.
Yeah.
I don't think that did either character justice. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm not upset that they both died. I'm just upset the fact that the way they went out. There was no satisfaction with their end.
No.
It would have been nice if there was a little more doing what the fans would want to see.
Well, I think the fans wanted Arya, and
Yeah.
the creators have gone out of their way to try and surprise people.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I think them going out of the way to do that has really hurt the show. I guess the narrative. I mean, you build up your story as the butler being the killer, and you want to make a quick change at the end. It kind of messes up everything you've built up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's this person. Like, I don't really feel like it fits. I mean, even though you think, like, yes, Arya's going to kill her. I'm like, yes. That's been her entire drive, the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
She's been making a list since season 2.
I think it would have been more satisfying.
Or even Sansa. Wouldn't that have been fun?
In any of the Starks.
Yeah. Anybody who could have killed him would have been great. But I guess that was their way of who's going to get Cersei. Like, well, technically, no one. Drogon of all of them.
Yeah.
The Red Keep fell on her. It was like, there's a lot. Yeah, there's just a lot of issues. There's 2 more books. And hopefully they come out. So we can figure out how that really ends.
Yeah. And then in 25, 30 years, when they decide to remake the show.
There you go. That's something I could get behind. Remaking the show in like 30 years. We'll be 70.
Now, TV may not even be a thing by then. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I'm just like, it's just time for it to end. However it ends tonight, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shit.
There'll always be something else to watch.
That's right. Nothing is great. I mean, something as great will come along, but nothing of this epic scale.
I know any kind of spin-off that they do from this won't be as good.
Now that I've been listening to the original on tape, on audio, whatever.
Audiobook.
My audiobook of the original game, even though I've read so far, them describing Robert's Rebellion, how could they not do that as a show?
Mm-hmm. And the casting choices on that would be key, I think.
It would be interesting, because, Robert Baratheon in the book, he's like 6'6", and he's almost like at the size of the mountain.
Yeah.
The way they describe it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm willing to see him in that entire scenario, even if it's like a 2-season type of deal. It'd be fun. Oh no. So overall review of Game of Thrones season 8 is rushed, which was what I figured was going to happen.
Yeah, not bad, but rushed.
Very rushed.
We'll have to see how things go tonight.
Yeah. Just imagine. Just think about the first 6 seasons. They did one a year. 10 episodes.
Right?
And they were able to do it perfectly.
Right.
Now it's like they took a year and a half and did 7 episodes. 1 out of those 7 weren't that great. I mean, it was still all right. Then, you take almost 2 years to do season 8. And it's just like, oh, we messed up here. What's Miss Andre?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she went into the ocean. They fished her out, and she looked perfectly.
Yeah.
I was like, didn't you just get her out of the ocean? She certainly looks nice. And it's like, hey, we're going to King's Landing. Hey, we're going back. And we're going to King's Landing. It's like they did like 3 or 4 sailings back and forth where they kill just to see Miss Andre die. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah. It's like they have the magic fast travel like you have in video games.
Yeah, well, I understand that takes a lot of time.
And I can easily overlook that. That's no...
Yeah, you have to overlook some things, but not all things. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all we can say about Game of Thrones, because I know he and I could not sit down and write those episodes the way those people do. We couldn't direct them, we couldn't act them, we couldn't do any of these things. We know that. That being said, I'd try.
Yeah.
As long as they paid me.
Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
All right. So, John Wick 3 was pretty good. Season 8 is divisive. And that's all I got to say about that.
I'm still recovering from Endgame.
Yeah. We reviewed Endgame, right?
We did.
It's wonderful. Not as good as Infinity War, but it is right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were some parts in Endgame that were just...
Stupid?
Well, no, I was gonna say that were just completely epic in every way, shape possible.
Oh, yeah. It definitely had some epic moments, but it also had some stupid moments.
Okay, what's some stupid moments in game?
The Me Too movement scene. Where it's like Spider-Man's like, how are you gonna get through all that? We're gonna help, and all the women of the MCU show up, even with members of the MCU who were not even that close together. You remember, the Wasp was with Ant-Man on the other side of the battlefield, and all of a sudden she's there, like, hey, we're gonna do this, and Mantis shows up. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? What does Mantis do?
Yeah, that didn't bother me.
It bothers me because it was so forced. It was so obvious what they were doing. I was like, come on. Like, I have absolutely no problem. I'm girl power all the way. But you do not have to force it upon me. You can let it happen organically. And that just seemed like, oh, shit, we need to have an all-woman scene. Like, let's do this real quick. Like, calm the fuck on.
Yeah.
I had to go have eye surgery because my eyes rolled so hard. And it happened all 3 times I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I can't agree with you on that. It didn't really bother me. I understood what they were doing with the scene, but I didn't. It wasn't like it didn't affect me as like, oh god, you know.
I would have been offended if I were a woman. It's like, you guys couldn't have organically done this any other way.
Well, if you think they kind of did that in Infinity War too,
but it felt a little more hidden than this one. It literally is just like, let's just do a pullback and all the women are here. I was like, okay, this is dumb and I don't like it, but I see what you're going for, and trust me. There's a couple of shit, I can't think of her name.
Okoye or
Okoye? No. I would hang out with her.
Yeah.
She's a badass.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okoye. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Facts are, that seemed so forced on me, and I'm like, Like they could have gone another direction. They could have done it another way, without it just being so in your face. I go, all right, I'm a sexist. Fuck it. But I mean, maybe I need to see it from a woman's eyes. Maybe only being a woman would understand if that scene was any good.
Has Kristen voiced her opinion on this?
Yes, but she's always against me, so she said it didn't bother her.
Okay.
Whether it actually... See, there's that kid right there, the blue.
Oh.
Yeah. Father has those big old chops. You can just like, what the fuck? Anyway. Yeah, there's levels of epic in that movie. I mean, beyond that, it's like, I like the Infinity War Thanos. I like the withered one. I mean, it just didn't feel. I don't know. I just didn't like that. It was Thanos, but it wasn't like the Thanos that we knew in Infinity War. I didn't like that. But that's just a small gripe.
I guess another small gripe that I have is when Black Widow and Hawkeye went to Vormir to get the Soul Stone. I mean, they knew exactly where to land and go to get the Soul Stone.
Well, Red Skull showed up to help them.
After they got to the mountain.
You know, there's some narrative issues that you're just going to have to ignore.
Same way with, I mean, every place other than where the Avengers actually were at one point, they should have had no idea where to even look for the Infinity Stones. I mean, yeah, they knew to go to Vormir, but they didn't know where to land. They didn't know where to look.
It's true. It was a big old planet, and they just seemed to kind of know where to go.
Same with when Star-Lord went to get the...
I think they would have known that from the original Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
You knew where to go. No, I mean, you got to think that she... the bald one.
Nebula.
Now my brain's not working. Nebula probably knew from the actions of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's probably why she knew.
Okay.
I mean, some things you just got to let go. The movie's 3 hours long.
True.
It never felt like 3 hours long.
No. It's there's really never a slow moment. I mean, there's some talking times, but even those times were interesting and narrative building, I guess. I mean, they never seemed to drag out.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
I liked it.
Me too. Looking forward to buying it on 4K.
Right. Speaking of 4K, you know Samsung has just released the 8K TV.
I did see that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know it.
And I look at these screens, and as a man, I like my wife, Kristen, cannot see the difference between HD and standard.
Oh.
Or she refuses to, or she likes to fuck with me. Either way, she could not see the difference between a standard definition and high def. And I'm talking 1080p. And I know she can't tell the difference between 1080p and 4K. So what would justify $10,000 toward an 8K TV where literally I can't really see much of a difference? Because they got the displays out there. I'm like, all right, it's clear, but it looks 4K to me.
I don't know. I mean,
have you ever seen the 8K display?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, but I don't see if there's a big enough
difference to make. Yeah. I mean, how much can the human eye actually see?
Exactly. I mean, shit. I mean, I do want to upgrade my TV in the living room because it's just a 50-inch basic bitch, but I needed a TV for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, my OLED I have in my man room, it's all you need.
I'm happy with mine.
Oh man, the OLEDs are beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely like the OLED. I'll probably go with a little bigger TV next time.
Yeah.
Even though I just went from a 55 to a 65, I always want bigger.
Yes. Bigger is better is what I'm told.
I like to get a 100-inch TV eventually. Just take up the whole damn wall.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever go that big. I think 75 is probably the biggest I'd ever go.
I guess it depends on how big of a room you're putting it in.
Well, considering I'm never going to hit the Powerball or be rich, I'm probably going to have the size of my living room that I currently have.
Well, yeah, but you can get away with a 100-inch TV in there.
Okay, I'll tell her. You got to make sure it's a powerful TV. You just don't want to buy any 75-inch or 100-inch.
No, you want to make sure you get a LG or Samsung or Emerson.
Insignia.
Insignia, yeah.
All right, we've gone off the path, so we're going to go and close it up now. So this is Ryan for RNR, and this is Rick.
Yes, over here.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you after we watch Game of Thrones episode, the last episode.
Episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll make a show sometime over the next week.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm tired.
All right, have a good week.
All right, later.
Later.